Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back to another show. Unpopular Celebrities. Been out for a minute, but we're back. Thought you can get rid of us, but you can't. Still here. Back live full in effect for a regular show. I think we missed last week. We back this week for another show. Back with myself, Pete, with Philly DC. Just to put it out again, anything you hear from unpopular celebrities is all unofficial. None of the conversation or comments reflect us, the military, the DOD, or the United States Armed Forces as a whole. Philly, I know you have a lot to talk about, so I'll just have you please introduce yourself humbly, as you always do, and then let me start with the rant, and then you can do your thing. But please be humble.
I can't stop smiling. Do y'all know why I can't stop smiling? Do you know? 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 Maybe this will help. That's all you get. You know why? Because we are your 2025 Super Bowl champions.
Sit down.
Philadelphia Eagles. They are the Super Bowl champions. And all y'all that didn't believe in us, all y'all kept receipts. Every show, I can call every name out, but I won't. I will say that till later. I will say that till later. But first, let me bring it down some. Oops.
Can you not hear my voice, Mod?
No, I'm ignoring.
Bitch, sit down. Be humble.
That's what I was saying. I feel sorry for all you Herbs and Busters that woke up not Super Bowl champions like me. You can't wear a hat. Anyway, I digress. Welcome to the show. As my co-host stated, I was going to say something, but the Lord caught my tongue because it's Sunday. So welcome to the show. This is Unpopular Celebrities. I am your co-host, Philly DC, along with this guy to the right, co-host and engineer, Pete. Then our other two co-hosts out in the wild, doing their things in the world, Jessica Player and also Del Brown out there in Korea. Reds in the wire, open fire, all that other stuff. Yes. We thank you for joining us today. And we have a lot to talk about. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl route involving the 2025 Super Bowl champion and the Kansas City Chiefs. We did the America a favor. I'm sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk about that. We're going to also talk about the Super Bowl halftime show, which seems to gets talked about more than the Super Bowl itself, involving Kendrick Lamar, a.k.a. K-Dot, and his feud with Drake. We'll also talk about all the craziness that's surrounding the last 45, 60 days involving our new administration, as well as the sweeping changes across the Air Force in regards to standards and readiness. And we'll also throw in a little couple of zingers too about Tesla, some interesting things Pete found out about Tesla and so on and so forth. So go ahead and join us, sit down, get your favorite drink, your favorite snack, and join the conversation. Feel free, as always, jump in the comments, like, share, and subscribe, and let's get right into it.
Can somebody on Facebook please send a hello, a note, or something? Because I'm not seeing that I have the ability to see this. So I appreciate it if y'all could do that for the kid. Well, I'm trying to get. So I keep telling Philly that, or anybody on YouTube also. Every time we do this and we take a break and get back to it, yo, Scott Roy, appreciate you, big dog. All right, perfect. Raymond Billups, what up, homie? Fellow Diamond, what's going on? Appreciate y'all. Oh, I got to give you access to this. Like I told Philly, every time we don't go on for a while and then come back on, it's chaos for a little bit. All right. So, Philly.
That's me.
Uh, February, was it 9th? February 9th
Uh-huh.
will be a different day for you for probably the rest of your life. An interesting thing happened in Atlanta, Georgia that day, or was it New Orleans? It was New Orleans. Interesting happened. Was it New Orleans?
Are you talking about the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Why would it be in Atlanta? It's the New Orleans, man.
New Orleans.
Come on, man. Oh, man.
So if you guys didn't see it, we played a Tecmo Super Bowl version of the 2024 Super Bowl with the live Super Bowl rosters. You can go back on Unpopular Celebrities under our live videos on YouTube and see what happened. There seemed to be a start of disaster for all Chiefs fans, including shout out Joanne Bass, Chiefs fan. Broke a lot of hearts in a lot of Chiefs stadiums. A lot of Chiefs fans thinking they were going to do something that was never seen in the Super Bowl era of the NFL. And that was going to be a three-peat. And the Philadelphia Eagles ruined it for all Chiefs fans, including those who had money on the Chiefs. But congratulations. Well done. The floor is yours for wherever you want. I know you got receipts. I know you want to call people out. I was one of the ones that did not think the Eagles were going to make it there, first of all.
Right.
And I damn sure didn't think they were going to win. So
apologize.
Congratulations to the 2024-2025 Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles.
That's right.
I'm going to move the mic because I know you're going to be here for a minute.
Apologize. I want you to apologize.
For what? For being wrong?
You're one of the receipts. Last show we did before the Tecmo Bowl one, you said that the Eagles would not win the Super Bowl.
I did.
You said it. Apologize.
I apologize for being wrong for once in my life.
Right.
It doesn't feel good.
Right.
But can I say one thing and I'll let you go?
And if you say the Falcons won, it don't matter.
No. Can I say one thing?
Okay, go ahead.
It could be because of me that y'all won. But go ahead. Could be.
Okay. I will keep for y'all, for you guys, I will keep my rant short.
We'll
I
see.
just want to say I foresaw this and I predicted this in the beginning of the season. I kept saying I'm gonna put on my Facebook. I will today. When I said in August, this is a road to start to your future 2025 Super Bowl champion, the Philadelphia Eagles. I predicted it. It came to pass. And we did America a favor. We stopped the accursed Kansas City Chiefs from being the three-peat champion. That's right. The wretched Kansas City Chiefs. We stopped the empire. Just like we stopped the Patriots back in 2017. We did y'all a favor. So you're welcome, America. You're welcome. Them Philadelphia Eagles, no one, I won't say no one, many people counted them out. When we started season 2-2, we lost to the Buccaneers. We lost to the Falcons. Nobody didn't think we were going to even make the playoffs, let alone win the Super Bowl. And man, this one commentator, I can't remember what his name was. He was on ESPN. He said it perfectly. The Chiefs, no one should be too surprised about the Chiefs. The Chiefs all year were winning by a hair. They weren't dominating folks during the regular season. They were winning like barely, either a block punt. I remember the first game against the Ravens. I think his name was Lively, the receiver from the Ravens. He stepped out of bounds by an inch. They would have won that game and many other games. And so people were beginning to think the Chiefs were like unstoppable. They didn't have all the great talent, but they just knew how to win. It's like the odds were always on their side. And so many commentators, I got receipts for that too, we're talking about how I know the Eagles has got the better roster, But the Chiefs are the champions. You don't go against the Chiefs. They always find ways to win. Well, shout out to the broadcast on ESPN that said this. I have to find your name, but he said it perfectly. The Eagles proved, regardless of how much talent you have, regardless if you're the champions or not, it comes down to in the trenches. And in the trenches, our defensive line kicked the living out of the freaking Chiefs. I don't know why I said freaking. All right, cursed anyway. Not to mention the offensive line pretty much punished the defensive line of the Chiefs. Jalen Hurts was only sacked twice in that game. Patrick Mahomes, 6 times with 35-yard loss. And how poetic the very last sack, Jalen Hurts pretty much sucker punched Patrick Mahomes in the face.
That wasn't Jalen Hurts.
No, I mean, my bad.
Jalen Carter.
Whatever. Jalen Carter. You don't get to talk about the Eagles. You ain't an Eagles fan. Anyway, as I was saying, I digress.
Corrected you.
That was poetic. The Eagles pretty much wanted it more. I think it was Fuzz, I can't remember his name either. I'll say this and then I'll move on. The Chiefs got too comfortable. They won 2 straight Super Bowls. They had 2 straight parades. They had all the endorsement deals. They were just chilling, enjoying life. And during the regular season, I think they were bored. That's why they were barely winning. But they always thinking in the playoffs they could turn up a notch. And they kind of did when they played against Buffalo or whatever. But the Eagles were mad. We wanted it more. There are some people from the last Super Bowl, which we should have won, might I add, were robbed. And we wanted revenge. Then you had some rookies that wanted the Super Bowl ring, and we went in there. There's a quote from Marvin Hagler that said, Marvin Hagler. I never heard this one, but the dude said it. I said, man, I didn't even think about it. That was brilliant. Marvin Hagler said, it's hard getting up in the morning to do road work at 5 p.m. when you're wearing silk pajamas.
That was Hearns, not Hagler.
It was Hagler.
Oh.
Ain't no such thing as Marvin Hearns. It was Marvin Hagler. Look it up. Anyway, what that tells me is the Chiefs were wearing silk pajamas for 2 years. 2 years. And they thought wearing silk pajamas again was going to get them to win, but it didn't. Cash a check for the Eagles. They are the Super Bowl champions. I see a dynasty coming. You said it. I said it. You heard it here first. Dynasty coming. And for all you folks who are not Eagles fans that can't wake up wearing this hat, feel free to jump on the bandwagon. You just got to learn the Eagles fight song before you join our club.
I apologize.
I'll pause there.
It was Hagler. I apologize.
That's right. Sit your tail down. Sit your tail down. That's right. Ease up.
All right.
That's
so
right.
Philadelphia Eagles, we're done talking about them for a whole 6 months until next year. Well, they will not repeat. They will be on Thursday Night Football.
That's not,
for the
you know
opening.
what? I want you to say all that because again, your opinion matters nothing after this year.
Oh, wow.
It matters nothing. He's like, hey, already, hey y'all, hey fam, listen to this dude already. This dude already doubting us. Keep doubting us because that's how we keep winning. You hater.
So interesting enough, everybody that played in the Super Bowl, I don't know if they had a play, but each member of the Philadelphia Eagles received a $171,000 bonus.
Yeah.
There is 22 players on the Eagles team that don't make that amount in a year. Pretty interesting.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I really don't care about that. All I care about we won the freaking title. Shout out to all the Philadelphia fans out there. If y'all watched the parade, if y'all didn't watch the parade, you can catch it on YouTube if you want to see it. How people celebrate. And for the people out there talk about they're like taken aback because Eagles fans ripped the city apart, taking traffic lights, jumping on police horses and stuff.
Jesus.
That's how we
Police
celebrate
horses?
Philadelphia. That's right. There were like 6 police horses that was stolen that day. People riding out on police horses. Look it up. It's on the video.
Chief Roy, shout out to you. Next chapter begins. Hayes says, congratulations, Eagles. Scott Roy, Chief Roy, brings up, first of all, congratulations on Make Chief. I saw the promotion. That was pretty dope, man. Whoever did put your promotion ceremony together did a good job. So congratulations on that. He said the defense was everything. I called Philly after the game, after he was done with his live YouTube celebrating Facebook post video, which lasted about 4 hours, and said, I was pretty upset Jalen Hurts won the MVP. I think they should have had first time in history, co-MVPs, and just gave it to the whole defensive line. Because I don't think Hurts was the MVP. Your thoughts? Interested to hear the thoughts in the comments as well.
I'll put it like this. I will admit, you were right to some respect.
Thank you.
When I thought about it and I looked at the stats, Jalen, when you look at the game, the reason why the Eagles won was for the defense. It's just the offense was able to execute because the defense played so well.
Yes.
When you think about the game, even the first drive the Eagles have, we didn't do anything. But the defense stopped them, Chiefs' first drive. Then the Eagles were able to score. Then it's like the defense held Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs to like 11 yards, total yards, the first half. And Patrick Mahomes had 2 picks. Here's the problem with your analysis. Okay. Because you were the same person that said that when you give out the MVP, they always look at the quarterback first because they're touching the ball the most. Because I argued with you and said Saquon Barkley should be MVP. You said the reason why he won't win is because he's not a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
In some respects, you were right. And the MVP voting, Barkley only had like 2 first-place votes. He was number 3 behind Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. What I might add, did not end up in the Super Bowl again, but that's another story for another day.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the trophy's called Most Valuable Player. They can't give it to the whole defense. Now, you can argue that maybe the trophy could have went to Josh Sweat, or maybe it could have went to Cooper DeJean or Nick Barnes, but that's part of the problem. So many people made great plays. Who do you give it to? They can't just give it to the whole defense. It's called Most Valuable Player.
I hear you. I guess, I mean, has there ever been co-MVPs in the NFL?
Some reason I think it has. For some reason, my mind, I'm going to look it up real quick, but for some reason I think it has.
I know there's been rookie of the years in the NBA. Y'all in the that's watching this live, let us know in the comments because I'm not sure. I love how excited Pete is listening to DC talk about the Eagles.
Thank you.
How am I excited? I'm not excited at all.
Wow, we did you a favor.
Yeah, I wonder if there's been co-MVPs in the NFL. Interesting. I'm not sure if there has.
I'm looking it up now.
Okay.
But I know, like, I think Ray Lewis was MVP in the Super Bowl.
That was just name. That was just because of his name.
My point is there were other defensive players too besides Ray Lewis. He wasn't the first one.
He wasn't?
There were there was another defensive player that was MVP. You had Deion Branch, a wide receiver. He was MVP during the Brady era, playing for Tom Brady. So it's possible. But I think, not to take anything away from Jalen Hurts, I mean, you got to think about it, bro. There were people that felt like that was the weakest, that was the Achilles heel of the Eagles. Everybody talking about what Spagnuolo was going to do to blitz Jalen Hurts, to get him off his rhythm and stuff. And they did a great job stopping Saquon Barkley. He had like only 57 yards. 57 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was right. So there are co-MVPs, and they're both defensive players. Interesting. So in 78, in the Dallas Cowboys, 1978 Super Bowl 12, Cowboys Broncos Super Bowl, Harvey Martin and Randy White were co-MVPs. They're both defensive linemen.
Yeah, I know who that is. Defensive lineman.
Yeah.
He said Von Miller was the MVP. Von Miller?
Yep.
Good call. Yep. When they blasted the dang.
Hey, Sharma. Hey, shout out to Sharma, man. We sitting there on the financial management worldwide, man. She killed it, man. I love her reference where she said the reason why like our Emmys didn't pull up is because we're the world's greatest Air Force. They had the crowd pop, man. She was good. Shout out to Sharma.
Okay. That went
Yeah.
came from I have so many questions. I don't know what you're talking about right now.
Yeah. She can elaborate, but it was just a panel of chiefs for the financial management worldwide operations.
Okay.
And it was, we were doing closing comments, and she went and she did this closing comment about, most people always talk about how great the Air Force is. We got the greatest airmen. But I love the analogy she used. She says the reason why, and Sharma, correct me if I'm wrong, no, I'm paraphrasing, but she said the reason why our enemies haven't pulled up is because we got the world greatest Air Force. Pull up is a terminology as you use, like, in the street. Like if you pull up on somebody, you about to, throw down or whatever. So I thought that was good.
She said hashtag on site.
Yeah, on site. Yeah, that's what it was. On site. It was pretty good.
Interesting. Okay. Wish I was there. So congratulations to the Eagles. Still think they should have gave it to the defense if there has been MVPs before. But I think everybody loves Jalen Hurts. So shout out to him. Good job, Jalen.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
It was funny because do you think y'all get rid of not Spagnola, but who's y'all head coach?
Sirianni?
Sirianni. Y'all gonna get rid of Sirianni?
No.
He's stuck now.
No. Now, hey, he's not stuck. If you remember, well, you're not an Eagles fan, you probably don't remember. But if you're an Eagles fan, Doug Peterson won the Super Bowl, gave us our first Super Bowl in 2017. 3-4 years later, we fired him. So we don't care in Philly. Either you do your job or you're gone. It don't matter if you win the Super Bowl or not. You're gone.
I will agree with that. Y'all really don't care at all.
We don't give two ducks. If you don't produce, you're gone.
That is hilarious.
Yep.
All
right. Let's move on. Talk about the Super Bowl halftime show.
Okay.